What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, the price action is still pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie, not too much going on. We've been fluctuating between the $9,000 and $9,300 range for what feels like weeks now, and just very boring stuff, guys. I am not gonna lie. And guys, if you haven't checked out my page yet, be sure to do so. I'm getting subscribers every single day. I'm up to 139 subs now. I've only been doing this about a month and a half, so I think the channel's moving along really nicely. And guys, one thing I've been doing, or I'm going to be doing to get more subscribers, is to do a giveaway. And guys, I'm going to be giving away a Ledger Nano S. One lucky subscriber in the first 500 will win, and I'll do the drawing live for you guys. And one will be the lucky winner. So be sure to subscribe and spread the word. I'm talking to my Electroneum community, guys. You've been nothing but support. And I can't be thankful enough. About 85% of my traffic is Electroneum. So guys, Electroneum videos are here to stay, that's for sure. And I'm going to dive right into the price action, guys. So we're going to start with Bitcoin. And as you guys can see, it's still just a bit of a sideways motion here going on. Not too much going on, guys, to be honest. We did have one dip down on the 16th below 9,000 just for a split second. Then we put in a higher low. Okay, so that's a good sign. It looks like we're in this descending triangle kind of bouncing around. We did bounce out of this channel to the downside. Okay, so I think this channel can now be wiped. Okay, and then we can just use the descending triangle that we have right here, guys. So what needs to happen is we need to kind of push up to this resistance that's up at the $9,250 level. I have it marked at 2,000 or 9,239.40. And I think with the EMA 20 pushing up towards the EMA 55, that we could get a little bit of a touch towards the $9,200 level. That being said, we've been rejected by this level so many times. How many times are we going to be able to bounce into it and not see lower times? Remember, guys, if we zoom out here, that we were on a trend that was down at $5,000 just in April, okay? And before that, in March, we were down 3,700. So we've been on a bit of a rise up and a sideways motion now. And there's a lot of talk and fear that there could be a break to the downside. And if you guys look right here, from peak to peak, and then we move it right there, we could get a drop all the way down to 7,851 if it was a big drop. Okay, guys, that's about as bearish as it can be. Okay, so just keep that in mind moving forward. But what we want to see happen is a price rise shooting up. Okay, so we want to kind of get into this red box right here. We want to be able to punch through the $9,300 level and get up into the 9,004s and then remain stable up there. And that would be a very good sign. That's what needs to happen for the Bitcoin price in order to actually see some higher times come September, okay? Because otherwise we're just going to be stuck in the same downward and sideways motion for, you know, a month or two. And that would kind of be really boring and suck, to be honest with you guys. So hopefully we get a little bit of movement right here and we can get something going. But again, what needs to happen is we need to kind of punch out of this descending triangle to the upside. Now guys, keep in mind that the descending triangles have a 70% chance to break to the downside. So there honestly could be some lower times just right around the corner in the short term. Does that mean long term that I'm bearish? No, I still think I'm bullish thus far, just with how much rise we've had since March, and without a big pullback. For instance, we didn't have a 20 to 40% pullback yet, so I think I'm still bullish. That being said, we did fall out of that channel that's way back here, so we need to start to put in another upward motion and get kind of what would be like on that channel again. So start to move upwards into the $10,000 range eventually. So theoretically, if we were holding this channel steady, we'd be all the way up at $10,400 or more. So there's a lot to think about like that, guys. So I think that we're going to get a little bit more chop, but hopefully we'll get a little bit of a push to the upside as the EMA 20 is pushing towards the EMA 55 and the Bollinger Bands are tightening. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of a breakout to the upside. But to be honest, guys, we do have a higher percentage of breaking to the downside. Okay, guys, so that's what I think will happen. Okay. And moving along to Electroneum, we did break out of that channel to the right there, as you can see. This channel can also go now. Okay. And we're just in the descending triangle. Now, what can happen is we're going to kind of just bounce around in here for a little bit. That's what's going on. A bad sign would be if we broke down below this red support line and touched the bottom of the descending triangle here. That would be a very bad sign, meaning we're touching the same lows that we touched at the end of June. Okay, guys, and we want to stay away from that. We want to be kind of creeping up. We just had a long downtrod, a bit of a spike up. Okay, with a little bit of news, but it wasn't huge, guys, just something small. And then same thing, a little bit of news again. But guys, I can't stress enough the project is really good with Electroneum. So these little hills, it just doesn't matter. As long as we're staying above key support levels, which would be the 0.0032 is the lowest low that, you know, we can go and still be bullish, basically. Although I would start to be a little bit skeptical if we broke below the 0.0050 mark. Okay, guys, I would be getting a little skeptical there. I'd just be getting worried. Okay, that's why I have that line drawn like that. Okay, so we've really just been bouncing in between this resistance and this support, and you guys can see that right here. We did break above it for a split second and touch the descending triangle top. Okay, guys, so what I think is going to happen is just more kind of sideways motion, just bouncing around right here. You know, nothing exciting, guys. It's been honestly really boring in cryptocurrency for days now. And I think that with some of the volatility hopefully coming back into Bitcoin, which it's not right now, like right now the volatility is really low. I think if some of it starts to come back, we could start to see a little bit more price movement, because right now the volatility is very low and we're not getting too many big moves. And honestly, it's just very boring. Okay, guys, and I want to talk a little bit about ZEC. We did have that bounce down, like I was talking about, touching the support right here. I'm going to bounce back up into the green box, showing that it's nice and healthy. Okay, guys, we've been on this trend line since literally March. Zcash is just really on a massive bull run here, all the way since its low at 1839. Okay, so I think this is just very healthy movement right now, and I think that ZEC still has some room to go to the upside, but I think just like most of the other altcoins, if ZEC has, or if Bitcoin has a big crash, I think that we could still see a crash coincide with ZEC. Okay, it could happen. I really do believe that Bitcoin really does lead the pack. Okay, guys, I know I don't like to compare it as much, but the reality is just there. When you see a crash in Bitcoin, you see it in the altcoins, and you can almost compare graphs, and it's just really amazing to see that how alike the graphs are, being all these separate entities. It's really cool. So that's why I study so much Bitcoin as well as the altcoins, guys. And guys, just to further more on that, the Bitcoin price stock's set to correct if FUD fails to extend the stimulus. Okay, so key U.S. federal stimulus programs are set to expire soon, and if they are not renewed, the stock market and Bitcoin price could crash again. So that's a big fear going on right now. And according to the firm, COVID-19 related government spending has breached the 1.1 trillion mark, bringing June's monthly budget deficit to 864 billion, the worst in U.S. history. This has pushed the country's deficit to 2.7 trillion for the first half of 2020. As the Federal Reserve continues to print money and bolster the economy, important key programs like the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP, are struggling to produce an expected results, as more than 65,000 businesses in the U.S. shut their doors in the last 5 months. And here's the graph, guys. Check it out. You can see right here, just, you know, not too much going on. Everybody's happy. The crisis hits and everybody's applying for unemployment. Okay, and there's just there's still a lot of turmoil. People lost their jobs, a lot of people. Okay, guys, that's a big fear, that there could be another big fear wave, people pulling out of the market and pulling into cash to pay their bills. Okay, so that's a very realistic thing that we're faced with right now. Is there going to be another sell-off like we just saw in March? Put in the comments what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think there. So the Bitcoin and stock market correlation spell danger for Bitcoin. So guys, what they're saying is if the stock market crashes, they're afraid Bitcoin will crash right along with it again. So with Bitcoin trading sideways for the last month and dwindling volume both on spot and derivative markets, many worry that another crash in the U.S. economy could bring the Bitcoin price down like it did on March 12th. Analysts are now suggesting that if another government stimulus relief package is not approved, investor sentiment will soon turn bearish. If the stock market falls, Bitcoin is likely to follow due to the rising correlation levels between the two. Here's some data from Skew. Realized volatility between Bitcoin and the S&P 500 continues to reach new highs and currently sits at 38.9%. There that is, guys. Check it out. So right up here at 39%. Okay, guys, that's wild. So Wall Street is betting on more stimulus. Okay, so currently in the U.S., COVID-19 infection rates are pushing to new all-time highs, and this is occurring as the PPP loan recipients are expected to exhaust their funds. So it could just be the perfect storm adding up, guys. Even more daunting is the fact that at the end of July, the additional federal unemployment benefits provided by the CARES Act are set to cease. So guys, there could just be a perfect storm of bad things again, which could push the price down. Okay, how low is the question? I don't think we'll ever see, 3,000s again. Although I've been fooled before. It's I didn't think we would get there again, and then it's incredible how fast the market just tanked. Went from 9,000 and change all the way down to 3,700 in a matter of a month. So it's incredible how low it really can go. I remember waking up every single day and seeing the Bitcoin price down $1,000 and just going, holy shit. So it's incredible, guys. You got to be in reality of what can actually happen. And an analyst at Delphi Digital also believed that the new relief bill will be approved in a client newsletter, and the group explained that there's been much debate in Washington as to the appropriate next steps, but it finally appears lawmakers on both sides of the aisle understand the need to act. With President Trump's re-election chances slipping through his grasp, Republican leaders would be shooting themselves in the foot if they were to delay block proposals for additional fiscal support. So guys, I think, another stimulus is definitely needed. Will we get it? I don't know. It's definitely not sure right now. So, but that would be something that would be really good for the people, and just like last time, they put their money in Bitcoin. So hopefully they would do that again. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that we're going to get a second stimulus? Do you think it'll be coming soon, or do you think we're just going to be left to the wilds per se and to fend for ourselves? Okay, I really hope one comes. It would definitely be good. There's a lot of people out there out of jobs. I trade full time, so I'm not really affected by it too much. It's I'm at my computer. It's business as usual for me. But I can see it all over Facebook. I see it all over Instagram. All these people struggling in their lives with all the COVID crisis. And the reality is that the COVID crisis isn't gone. It's still here. It could flare up again as winter comes around. Just like the old Game of Thrones saying, winter is coming, guys. It's right around the corner. So we'll see exactly what happens in the cryptocurrency and the COVID world right now. But hopefully COVID starts to actually go away. That's what everybody wants. Everyone's tired of wearing masks. Everyone's tired of all this crap. Everyone wants to just go back to their jobs and continue business as normal. So, but let's see what happens, guys, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Be sure to subscribe and like my page. I'm doing this every single day, and I'm making good calls, and you guys can just see it in the charts and just the way that the charts are moving. I'm making the calls that are going to where the candles are going. So be sure to like and subscribe for that, guys. I put a lot of effort into my technical analysis so that you guys don't have to, and you guys can just watch my YouTube channel and follow my calls if that's what you wanted to do. But guys, that's all I have time for today. I'm Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.